We got a podcast. Friday episode. Frankie C is here. What up, big dog?
What is happening?
It is a cocktail laden episode.
Hell yeah, it is, baby.
Margarita Friday. Who knew?
See, now, I don't know what's going on your end, but I got my on air going, the little microphone happening. It's a beautiful
You got
thing.
it all happening. I know. I'm working on an old mason jar like I'm fucking
like you're about to walk into a Dave Matthews concert.
Thank you. All right, on this episode, the Trump raid. Boy, is there a lot to unpack. But we have the latest. Anne Heche dead at 53. Jeffrey Toobin out at CNN. Brian
like
Kilmeade,
out, like he took it out.
Gone. Well, please.
Okay.
Jokes.
He took it out.
Brian Kilmeade screws up on Fox, and Hannity kind of calls him out. Was kind of forced to. The FBI attack. The FBI office attack in Ohio. We'll talk about that, and of course, Salman Rushdie stabbed today. Kind of crazy story there. And this is the one I'm looking forward to, Frank. What's the weirdest thing that you do that you can't stop doing, even though you don't know why you do it? Under that,
this podcast. I don't know.
I cut you off.
You did. You should have given me a heads up on that question. I got to think about it.
Yeah, think about it. Well, that's why here it is at the beginning. We'll talk about it at the end of the podcast.
It's not like I'm doing anything between now and then anyway.
All right, let's hop in, big dog. Lot to unpack here with the Trump raid.
Yep.
We'll try and keep it as much as in chronological order as we possibly can. That may be impossible. We'll start with, I guess, Merrick Garland, who broke the news yesterday, did a press conference, which is rare for the DOJ, rare for the Attorney General to kind of speak up on these things. But he basically, because Monday after the raid, Trump said this is fraud and big hoax, like all the other hoaxes. Hoaxes or hoaxi?
Hoaxy.
Hoaxy. He said it's all made up and they planted the evidence and so on and so forth.
Everybody's against them.
So Garland came out and said, they were looking for documents, perhaps some with some nuclear information on it, so on and so forth.
Well, he didn't say that in the speech that he gave.
Correct. He gave the speech. Then it was the Wall Street Journal that reported that it was perhaps some nuclear documentation, nuclear weapon documentation that might have been the issue.
Right. But regardless of whether or not it's nuclear, it's classified. Whatever it was the highest level of classification. They were saying all day today that some of the stuff was like the highest level classification documents you can have. And that's like for like a few eyes only kind of stuff. And if you've seen, there's a picture of the boxes that they took out of Mar-a-Lago. It looks like moving day. It's just a mountain of boxes. It's unbelievable.
So this afternoon around 2:00 or so, Fox News was able to obtain the search warrant that was issued, and it matched the Wall Street Journal report. Oh, you lost me? My back.
All right, now we got you. All right, so we got the search warrant.
So Fox News obtained the search warrant, and it did indeed back up what the Wall Street Journal was reporting.
Okay.
So that was that. They were looking. 11 sets of classified information was taken, including some marked as top secret. Backing up what you just said. There was also an executive grant of clemency for Roger Stone there. Handwritten notes, information about the president of France, binders of photographs. All in all, originally we heard 15 boxes, then 27 boxes.
27 boxes of stuff stolen from the White House. Now, Paul is right. I don't know if you're going to get to this. I'm sure you are. But they're going to fingerprint everything to see who may have handled the material.
Okay.
So they're going to see if there's anybody whose fingerprint should not be on the classified material. So.
Like whose? Like whose information? Who? Oh, I guess if like the maid came by and read something, then that would prove that this went into the wrong hands. Is that what
No,
they're alluding to?
no, like he had people who shouldn't have seen it see it, like he gave it to someone or someone else. You know, if they have like his family who's probably not doesn't have access, or anybody who doesn't have access, basically anybody who's not allowed to see it, they got to know if they saw it.
So the Republicans are slamming this search as overreach. Here's what some of the House Republicans said as they push back on the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago. Republican members of the House Intelligence Committee held a press conference today, and they were pledging support for rank and file members of the agency and condemning the attack on the FBI office in Ohio. We'll get to that in a moment. But some reiterated claims made among Republican lawmakers earlier this week that the investigation was politically motivated and an abuse or quote unquote overreach of the agency's authority. Representative Elise Stefanik, the number 3 House Republican, said today House Republicans are committed to the immediate oversight, accountability, and fulsome investigation. I like Folsom Prison, to be honest with you. I think that was Johnny's best, but that's just...
It's a good song.
I don't have to agree with it. Yeah, it's good. He can't stand that he can hear the train, and they're drinking and smoking cigars.
Smoking big cigars, yeah.
He's in that god-awful prison.
And that train keeps rolling down onto San Antone, so...
And that's what bothers him.
Sucks, man.
Anyway, fulsome investigation to provide needed transparency and answers to the American people regarding Joe Biden and his administration's weaponization of the Department of Justice and the FBI.
He had nothing to do with this.
Against Joe Biden's political opponent. President Donald Trump is Joe Biden's most likeliest political opponent in 2024, and this is less than 100 days from critical midterm elections.
I mean, Merrick Garland's been going through these, has put these wheels in motions for a while. If you notice, I've been following with, Joe Biden. I don't think he said anything, President Biden. I don't think he said anything about this yet. I don't think he said word one about it.
He stayed out of it, and he should. He should shut his mouth about it.
He has nothing to do with it. It's not his thing. Unlike what Eric Trump was saying on the news, he was like, "Oh, I know how it works. The president says for him to do something, so he does it." And then the answer to that, obviously, is no. The president doesn't do that. Basically, he just admitted that that's what his father did. Like treated the DOJ like his own personal,
Well, I don't know necessarily if Biden put this in motion, but I have a hard time believing Biden didn't know it was going down before it went down.
Maybe he got the heads up. Hey, we're doing this. Fine, but it's not for him to give the green light. It's for Garland. Garland said he signed off on the whole thing. It's up to him.
Garland said Thursday that the Department of Justice asked a federal judge to make the search warrant public. In its motion, the Justice Department noted that the former president should have an opportunity to respond to the motion to lodge any objections. A federal judge gave the Justice Department until 3 p.m. on Friday to confer with Trump's team to find out whether he objected to the release of the warrant. Now, supposedly,
opposable thumbs.
Supposedly, the Trump team won't release the FBI warrant for Mar-a-Lago. They're saying that Trump has no plans to publish the search warrant used to raid Mar-a-Lago on Monday, as the judge who approved the search considers a motion to unseal it. So this was not determined by 3 p.m.
I thought it was supposed to be right. It wasn't. It was supposed to be by 3, but they haven't said anything yet, right?
They moved it to 5 p.m. on August 15th. What is that? Monday?
That's Monday. Yeah.
Monday. Yeah. To respond to a request. Now I find this interesting because Trump said he would do it, or they should do it, and now that there's the opportunity to do it, he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to do it."
Yeah, he called his bluff. He's like, "Yeah, go ahead. We're going to release it. We're going to put it into what's his name?" Trump was like, why not release it? It's fine. Go ahead, release. I'm not going to stop you. And then Garland comes out and says, yeah, we just put into motion a filing that we're going to release this. And then it's like, okay. I mean, it's all transparent. It's going to be right there. I mean, we obviously can't know the details of the files that were found there, because it's all classified. But we're going to know maybe the subject matter.
All right, now Paul with a good point. No, I got you. Subject matter. I heard it all. Paul with a good point here. He says, and enough about the both sides. The law is the law. Great point. Hang on a second. GOP rep Mike Turner of Ohio suggests the possibility that Trump had documents related to nuclear weapons in his possession, but that those documents were not truly classified, saying that reporters could find that information on their phone in a matter of moments, suggesting that it might not pose an imminent national security threat that would rise to the level that you would have to raise a former president's home and spend 9 hours there. Turner said, and I quote, Donald Trump has more classified information in his head than he does in his desk. So we are demanding disclosure to this committee. What was the national security basis that was an apparent immediate threat requiring this action? What do you think about that?
Don't know. I mean, we don't know. It's number one, it's gonna, whatever it is, they were saying that it's so highly classified that only a few people. Yeah, if it might be in his head, but it's a difference between having something in your head and having physical evidence. So, you might have a topic or something in your head, but you don't have like numbers and actual information that would be in these documents. That's why they're in 15 boxes or 20 something boxes. He's not gonna memorize everything that's in those boxes.
Yeah, I think the only argument against that statement, because it's a pretty impressive statement, actually. The only argument against that statement is if it's left unattended, if that area is broken into. Now, supposedly there's tons of security there, which I understand completely. It was locked, apparently it was locked away somewhere.
Yeah.
This information, so perhaps they thought they were taking all the necessary steps.
It doesn't matter how locked away it is. It's not his. It's not his information.
Well, but that's the question, and the issue is it classified? Did he declassify it? Did he take it down a notch?
Well, a lot of people were saying that he may say it's declassified, but there was people who were saying that the stuff that he has is not declassified because he didn't go through the proper channels. He may have said, "Oh, I declassified it," but in order to declassify something, there's like paperwork and all these steps you have to take to declassify it, and they're saying that he didn't do that.
Yeah, paperwork.
Paperwork? Too bad. That's what it is.
He doesn't strike me as a paperwork guy.
No, he does not. Since his briefings were one page, you got to put it on one page for me because I can't. I'm sure he has all these things in his head that his briefings have to be one page. Yeah, I'm sure he's got it all up there. But regardless of how safe it is and how locked away and how maybe he's the only guy that sees it, that doesn't matter. It's not his information anymore. Once you leave the White House, you lose that access. It's, you might have a little bit of access for some stuff, but the highly classified stuff, sorry, it's not yours anymore. And you can't just take documents from the White House. It's just not. And they've asked him for it, and he was saying on his Truth Social, "Oh, they could have just called me and asked me. I would have given it to them." They've subpoenaed him for it, and nothing. It's been a year and a half. So this is what happens. You get raided by the FBI. They come and they take it. That's the way it falls.
I have a lot more on this. I still don't, from his perspective, understand why he has this information. That's what doesn't sit with me.
Well, I'm sure there's something in there that he sees value in whatever way. Why would he take it from the White House if he can't use it in some way?
I think the way he's using it is what I said on the last podcast. he's using it to drum up this idea that the government is against him, the deep state is against him,
Then why
and he's
take?
going to fight the good
I don't buy
fight,
it.
and that's going to rile up his.
Nope.
All
I
right,
don't
we're
buy
going to
that.
bounce.
Here's
We're going to bounce around a little bit. I know you don't buy it,
wait a
but
minute. Here's why. Here's why.
go ahead.
Because why take 27 boxes? Why not take 2 or 3? Why take
Not enough.
not enough? 27 is the number.
27. Like just the exact. He said. I bet you he sat there and said, "How many dresses did that broad have in that movie with the guy I like? That's how many boxes we're gonna take." What was it
It's my
again?
all-time favorite movie.
Yeah,
Some people say it's the best movie. I have to agree. Great movie. We only watch the best movies.
that Ed Burns could act. Queens, am I right, people? I mean, you got to
I
be
mean,
from Queens.
you
He's
got to be
good.
from Queens. We got the best people in Queens.
Probably didn't
Uh,
vote for me, but I like it.
I got the best classified material. And people say I have the best. I don't know. We have the best. But I'm sorry, but he did the absolute wrong thing with all of this. If they wanted the info, he could have given it to them. He didn't, and they raid your house, and that's what it is. And now he's crying like he's the victim. No, you're not. You committed a crime. The FBI. You're lucky at this point they didn't move to indict. They did. You've committed a
Say that
crime, but
again.
they're not. I mean, as
You're
far as
having a
we
bit of
know
an
at this point.
you're having a bit of an internet thing. Say that again. He didn't move to what?
It's weird. My internet looks fine. The what's it called? They could have indicted him by now if he committed a crime. So the fact that they haven't indicted him yet, take that as a win. They could have been a lot worse. I don't know what's coming down the pike for him. This only happened yesterday, but depending on what they find in that classified stuff, I feel like once you do this, yeah, that's probably a little leeway. You were the president, maybe, but once they find out if anybody else saw this stuff, I mean, who knows what can of worms this thing could open up.
I tell you, well, this is an interesting comment here from Bob Wobble Babble.
What, Babel?
Bob Babble. That's fun to say. I hated Trump, but I hate the people who hate him more.
I don't get that.
It's very because it's much. Let me put it in terms that you can understand.
Oh, shut up.
You know how you don't hate Dave Matthews as much as you hate Dave Matthews fans?
No.
My wife could tolerate Dave Matthews, actually likes a couple of his songs, hates his fans, which I could understand. I am not a fan of the fellow. Some of them could be very.
Aren't you one of those people?
Yeah, but I am not. Like, if you put me in a lineup, right, and you were like, pick out, they would be like, that guy was a background of The Sopranos pointing at me. And then they would point at the hippie guy and be like, that guy's the Dave Matthews fan. I don't think they would put me. Okay, if I murdered somebody at the Dave Matthews concert, I'd be found out like that.
Okay.
They would be like the guy from Brooklyn. He did it.
Well,
I remember what he looked like.
You'd be the only one not wearing a puka shell necklace.
Exactly. They'd be like,
and sandals everywhere.
I remember him because he was wearing sneakers and not sandals. I totally get it. That was the guy.
Right. And some kind of surfing T-shirt.
Although, and I think this is what Bobble Wobble Wobble is saying, is that Trump is shit, but the liberals are even shittier.
How?
And
I'd love to hear an explanation.
That. Well, there's a lot of whining and crying and Nancy Pelosi supporting.
Forget Nancy Pelosi. It's all about this guy, and he sucks. And the problem, what bothers us more is that he has so much support. He's an obvious con artist, and he has so many people behind him. That's the frustrating part.
Brianna brings up a good point, which is one of the things that I wanted to get to. What about them? Obama cleared his stuff through the archives. Truth.
All right, I'm going to come out and come back in.
All right, come on again. We got to reset. Let's do a read for John call while we're waiting for Frankie T Dogs again. Jumpstart Coffee, I love them. I would marry Jumpstart Coffee Company if it was legal to do so. I could invite the person into my marriage as my wife. It would be Jumpstart Coffee for sure. She would be okay with it. I believe she loves Jumpstart Coffee more than I, which is my theory. Anyway, Jumpstart Coffee is the absolute best. I love. We're talking about the espresso blend, we're talking about the mid-roast, we're talking about the calf, whatever it is. I'm on board. Loves it. I loves it. Jump Coffee Company is supporting the Steel Foundation, giving 50% of their proceeds over to the Navy SEALs. You can support them as well by buying back right now. The description, or go ahead and grab the link on the homepage of anthonyonair.com. That's anthonyonair.com. Get your Jumpstart Coffee Company immediately and show your support for our pals over at Jumpstart Coffee Company. I'm sorry if I'm having a little breakup too. Linda says we're back. Thank you for that. We're having internet issues in New York. I'm not sure what quite is going on here, but it's a little bit of a thing. Plus, we're touching on touchy subjects, and the government's got their eye on us for sure. But we're back now. All right, Jumpstart Coffee Company. They're the absolute best. Grab them because they support the Navy SEAL Foundation. They give 50% of their profits over to the Navy SEAL Foundation. Link in the description below. Use that promo code AOA15. Company in the business. I love only when not drinking alcohol beverages. What up?
Yeah, I'm still static. I'm still not at 100% here. It doesn't. I don't get it. It looks like I have full internet, and for some reason, I'm. It's not me. I think it's you. I'm looking at the feed online.
Now it's me.
I'm looking at the feed on YouTube, and I look fine. You look like you're chopping up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy, we're off to a great start. Should I take the confidential thing down? Is that what's screwing us up? All right, Anthony's out. I think Anthony's gonna jump out and come back in. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Did you go through the whole Jumpstart Coffee
I got
thing?
through a lot of it. Tell people how you love Jumpstart. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Right. Love the Jumpstart. You got to get your hands on some of this Jumpstart coffee. It's worth every penny. It's not even that expensive, but half of what you pay for this bag goes right to the Navy SEAL Foundation. So half of it. So that's amazing. So right away, you're getting yourself a bag of coffee, and you're donating to charity right off the bat. So that's an amazing thing. So get yourself some Jumpstart. Use AOA15 as your code. You get 15% off in addition to that
Boom.
50% charity donation. So
the internet, I don't know if, because I thought it was just by me, because here's what happens to me. Because I'm so close to the Hamptons, half of New York, half of Manhattan, 8 million fucking people literally come out and live right next to me. And then the internet dries up, and then Verizon goes, I'm sorry, we're working on the fucking problem. Like, they don't fucking know what happens every year in August that Manhattan moves to fucking Hamptons. And we get a shitty thing. Sorry. So I apologize to everybody.
I don't know how you explain my thing.
Plus, we are running on Hunter's laptop, which might be. I think we need a malware cleanup on this one.
Yeah, we might have some problems with that.
Yeah.
That might not be the best way to do it.
I like this. Jack me off. I heard buzzger Jumpstart.
As long as the name Jumpstart got out there, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've covered our bases.
By the way, we had a great Jumpstart day on Wednesday, which was very much appreciated.
Oh, good.
Let's you have ordered your Jumpstart. Navy SEALs are still fighting for us. They haven't gone anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Gotta love the Navy SEALs.
So support the Navy SEALs. Buy some Jumpstart. Hop on that right now if you can. That'd be great.
It's like you're in an '80s music video.
Do I look like Gabriel?
A little bit. You all right? You with us? There you go.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I can't tell anymore.
Okay. This is shaping up, man.
I forgot what I was going to say. It was, oh, okay. Let me know if we're good, not good.
Just give me the next topic. What's the next topic? Unless we're still on Jumpstart.
No, we're off a jump start. Trump raid.
Oh, well, I mean, we already
Obama.
talked. What?
Obama.
Obama.
Gotta talk about Obama.
Well, people were saying, oh, and even Trump came out of the gate saying, oh, Obama took, I don't know how many millions of vials and all this stuff, but all of that was cleared. Anything Obama took was all cleared through the proper channels, so that has been disproven. So this guy, he's just throwing anything he can at the wall to see if anything sticks. He tries to throw Obama under the bus, and it doesn't work. I mean, you got to get. I'm sorry, but from the beginning, Trump has been on Obama's ass from the very start. So anything he could do to try and sully Obama's good name is what he's going to do. So this is just another about I hear Obama. He took millions of documents, and it's unbelievable. He could do it, but why can't Trump do it? And it's not true. It's just a lie. So it doesn't make any sense.
I thought it was interesting too that when Trump truthed what he said Barack
Ironic.
Hussein Obama.
Yeah, he put the whole name out there.
He loves to throw the Hussein thing in there.
Like what does that mean? Like,
Then
what are you trying
terrorist.
to say? He's a
That's
terrorist because of his name.
Yeah.
If he couldn't be more, and then he'll turn around and go, "I am the least racist person you'll ever meet," but anybody named Hussein has to be a terrorist. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about here?
It's such a Trump move, though, to put that full name out there because nobody calls him by the full name.
No, it doesn't matter because.
And it's the kind of thing where he goes, "What am I lying? That's his name." You know what I'm saying? So it's like such a quintessential Trump maneuver.
Yeah, but
do that.
We all know his name. Big fucking deal. He put his name out there. He didn't take any documents that weren't authorized, and that's what it is.
I'm gonna put a statement out. Oh, can you hear me?
What? I got you.
So much so that the National Archives had to put out a statement to clarify what the deal was. Mm-hmm. That the Obama administration has documents in Washington, D.C. and in Chicago, but they are both in facilities that the National Archives runs and secures.
What's in the facilities?
Obama did not. They're all in facilities that the National Archives runs and secures. That Obama did not
took.
Take them. He didn't get to take them.
Oh, he didn't take. Yeah.
He got to put them in Chicago at a facility that they run so that it would be close by where he lived.
Yeah. No, he did everything on the up and up, and Trump's just trying to deflect, and it's not working. Everybody's seeing through it, except his loyal fucking Trump followers that are, the Republican Party in Senate, and they're all like up his ass, like he did nothing wrong. Oh, I don't understand. What are we talking about? And it's like, it couldn't be more. This is one of those things. Like, if it's so blatant that what he did, that if he would have rob a convenience store, they would try to dance around it. Well, you can't prove that he could. What if he needed to rob it they would try to come out with some kind of excuse that he had to do it, or he was framed, or he was set up, or it was the Democrats who did it. It's never his fault. It's never Trump's fault. They can't. I'd love to hear one Republican come out and go, well, he fucked up. He took stuff he wasn't supposed to take. I think the only one to do that was Liz Cheney. And she's the only one that sees him for what he is.
Well, she hates him.
Yeah, I mean, look what she's been saying all this stuff about him, and it's not false. She's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is what I don't know if this was supposed to be an LOL or if Paul's insinuating that I'm on AOL.
I think you're on AOL.
Funnier, actually.
Yeah, I think you're working with dial up here.
This is what I find interesting, and again, I would love an answer from the Trump supporters on this.
Please.
On Monday, The raid was a hoax.
Monday. No, when did the raid happen?
Uh,
We lost you again, buddy.
Monday, the raid happened. Fucking damn this internet. Fuck. Are you having trouble with your internet?
I'm not. Oh,
Not
if you're
you.
looking
I'm
over
talking to
Zoom.
my wife. I think my
Oh.
wife is streaming the Magna Carta right now.
Oh, good.
I'm looking down at her phone, ignoring me.
I think you're good now. Go ahead. What were we saying?
Okay. On Monday, the raid was a hoax.
Right.
The raid happened on Monday. On Monday, the raid was a hoax. On Friday, Donald Trump truthed. Number one, it was all declassified. Number two, they didn't need to seize anything. They could have had a go at it anytime they wanted without playing politics and breaking into Mar-a-Lago. It was a secured storage with an additional lock put on as per their request. They could have had it anytime as long as they asked. All they had to do was ask. The bigger problem is what are they going to do with the 33 million pages of documents, many of which are classified, that President Obama took to Chicago? So that's what he said on Friday. So the question is what is it? If I'm to get this all right, the FBI planted declassified documents in your room? Like, what's the fucking story here?
Or
either it's a
had it.
hoax that they planted it,
Right.
or it was declassified and not worthy of a raid. Which one did
Right.
it be?
All right. So Anthony broke up there. What he was saying was either it's a hoax and the FBI planted declassified information, or if he's saying it was all declassified, then why would they plant declassified anything? Why wouldn't it all be classified stuff? So it's ridiculous. I mean, it's not political theater. It's the guy has these documents. It's not supposed to have them. That's what
Again,
it is.
Trump supporters need to answer that question, because if they planted declassified information, that's some Christopher Nolan shit on the next level that even that motherfucker didn't even think of.
Yeah, because who would care if it was declassified? Why would they plant that? You know, it would have to be classified for anybody to give a shit.
Yes.
So
I feel like I'm fucking running an AT&T commercial. Can you hear me now?
I think I got you now.
Good.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Kinda.
Good.
All right.
Fucking internet. I'm going to sue Verizon after this.
Do it, please. It's just absurd that anybody looks at this and goes, it's everybody else's fault except him. Why is he so infallible to Trump supporters? Why is he the perfect leader? He's done almost nothing for anybody. And this is the person that they're following. I don't get it.
He tells liberals they suck, which they do, and that's what you don't
whatever,
seem to gather.
that's fine. If you want to say liberals suck, everybody, who's not a liberal says liberals suck. You don't need this jackass to lead you in that slogan. You could just go out and say it yourself. Why is this guy your leader?
This is evidence of just how much people hate liberals.
This has nothing to do with liberals, though. It's not even a liberal thing. It's a Trump committed a crime thing. That's what it is. It's zero to do with liberals.
I know that, but I'm saying by the way, this is how we got elected.
Lost you.
This is okay. Can you hear me now?
What?
I was going to say this is how we got elected.
Yeah, he got elected just by going, "Oh, I'm the man of the people. I'm on the outside, and I'm going to shake things up, drain the swamp." Except he's a supposed billionaire who all his friends are billionaires, and every law he passed made it better for the billionaires. So I don't know who this outsider you wanted to do any of this is, but he's the wrong guy.
No, he got elected because Hillary was so shitty that people just voted for him. That's how he got elected.
And Biden got elected partially because Trump is so shitty that Biden was the better choice. Plus, that's what it is. I mean, plus he's a fucking nightmare. The guy is just one headache after another. He's not even in office anymore. And he's every week it's something with him. He's got classified information. We got to worry about that now. He's not even in the fucking office anymore.
Well, it's true, but people still, you know, I mean, he's making news. You can't deny that he's making fucking news.
Yeah, but is it good news or bad news? Is that saying that no new, there's no such thing as bad press? But it's not true. If you're committing crimes, then that's bad press. So,
Well, this is going to be the debate moving forward, and this is what the Republicans are going to hang their hats on: is this a crime? Declassify it. Do you declassify
and I see
it
you, Bob.
properly?
I got you, Bob. Well, it wasn't declassified. Everybody's saying no, he didn't go through the proper channels. So
Well,
that's what it is.
but that would entail then be the other debate is, well, okay, he didn't go through the proper channels, but his intention was to do it, so it doesn't matter, and that'll be the fucking fight that they wind up having that keeps this thing out of any sort of, real issue. I want to move to the Kilmeade part of this because now, of course, Trump supporters in the media, they're gonna fucking trigger and be on his side, right? And that's Kilmeade. But Kilmeade is such a huge asshole out of himself that I hope that we can. Oops.
Is this the photo fuck up?
Yeah. Did you see it?
Okay. Yeah. It was all over Twitter. But yeah, show it if you could show it, can you?
Yeah, well, it's big news, so I'm gonna try and put it on if this thing will fucking work for me here.
I mean, this is a photo we've covered on this podcast.
Trillions of times. Trillions.
Yeah. The actual photo, not the one that we're about to see.
Right, correct. The photo that it was, and people still like fucking fell for it like mad.
Yeah, they fucking bought into it.
Including I'm gonna fucking throw something through a goddamn window.
You are just, I mean, God help you. Hey, Painting Services by Steve. Thanks for the super chat, but sorry, Biden. I mean, listen, I am not hang a flag. Listen, if you're that devoted to someone, I mean, that's the thing. These Trump supporters with the flags and the bumper stickers and the shirts and the hats. It's like, why are you this way about any politician? I support Biden because he's doing the right thing. Am I gonna go to his rallies and start a friggin' riot because I love him so much? No, I'll vote for him, but that's and I support a lot of the policies and the laws he's passed and the things he's put forward. But I'm not going to be a lunatic about it. Trump has done almost nothing for nobody except his own people. Everything he's done is he had two motivations in his 4 years. One, undo whatever Obama did, and two, make everything easier for himself and his billionaire friends to conduct their business. Those were the two motivations in his whole thing. And that was it. Biden, at least he's passing environmental stuff. He's passing healthcare things. I mean, he's getting things through. And it's not easy because a lot of the Republicans are shooting it down left and right. But at least he's putting stuff through. That could be helpful. So. Go ahead.
I'm afraid to say anything.
Why? You're good.
Am I good?
You're good.
All right, this is Fuckface Kilmeade. You ready? Can you hear this?
There we go. Can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything?
No.
Someone's getting punched in the face, Frank.
Is it me?
No. I wish I had an IT person that I could scream at because...
So this is all on you?
No.
Well, is it your kids messing with your equipment?
It's not my children per se.
Yeah, that means it is.
No, it's not.
Okay.
All right, let me try this. Give me a minute. Bear with me, everybody. Like you never had a fucking issue before in your life, okay? Don't beat me up.
What are you yelling at? Everybody's fine. We're all good. I don't know where that attitude came from. That was out of nowhere. Jeez.
Don't beat me up and push me around. I'm a victim here.
Okay.
All right, let's try this.
Try it again.
If this doesn't work, I'm flipping the fucking console over.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Nope, don't hear anything.
You don't hear anything? Oh, fucker.
No. There's got to be another volume you're missing. The volume's up on that. Is the volume up on your computer?
Yes, it's all up. God damn it.
Yeah, then I don't know what you're doing. Basically, I don't know exactly what he said, but if you could see this picture, it's not even done well. Photoshop. It's not even photoshopped that well.
No, it's not. It's
I mean,
terrible.
what the fuck is with the Oreos on his chest? And in the actual picture, it's actually Jeffrey Epstein
So
in the original picture.
correct. That's Jeffrey Epstein. I think this is actually a picture of the judge. He was holding the Oreos and a whiskey.
That's
They just
weird.
photoshopped it in.
All right. Either way,
All right, let me address this. I'm tired of people saying this. So the guy likes whiskey and Oreos. What's the big fucking deal? That makes him a bad judge? I'll fucking eat whiskey and Oreos.
there's
I don't
nothing wrong with
understand.
whiskey and Oreos. I think their point is who he's with here.
That's
And
practically my favorite diet. No. Because the actual picture of him as whiskey and Oreos is like, how could this guy be a good judge? He's got whiskey and Oreos. I'm sorry, America runs on whiskey and Oreos, not
Is it
fucking
because
Dunkin' Donuts.
is it because it's vanilla Oreos?
Yeah, I don't know. No, listen. Every now and then you need a little something different. You know what I'm saying? I've been married for fucking 20 years.
Oh, that's not good.
You know what I'm saying? I can't cheat on my wife. At least I can fucking switch from regular Oreos to the vanilla ones every now and then and feel like I've got a little adventure happening in my world.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is.
All right. Let's just stand in awe of fucking Jack me off for a second on this comment. Did you switch to Trump internet? That's brilliant.
That's pretty good. Jack me off comes out with some good ones, man. Now, if you could see in the background, someone pointed out in the chat.
Yeah. Now I lost Frank. I don't know if Frank is gone or I'm gone. I have no idea. I don't know what the world is coming to. I don't know if I lost you or you lost me. I have no idea what's happening.
That was all me because the leave button is right next to the chat room button, which is a very poor design. It's a very bad design flaw. Anyway, who pointed out in the chat, if you look in the background of this picture that you've gone away from, it says what I mean to say on the
Can you hear it now?
Play it. Very low. I could hear it, but it's very, very low.
Damn it.
Can you put your mic up to something?
Yeah, I'll just do that. Okay. Because I want you to hear what he has to say because he's such a fuck face. Look at his stupid fucking face. Hold on.
That is stupid face. I'm back, guys. I'm back. Yeah, so in the background it says it's a meme. Number one. And number two, in the actual picture, it's Epstein and his arm is like leaned up against the windowsill or the ledge there, and you can see how badly it's kind of photoshopped out of that shot.
Also, a picture of Bruce Reinhardt. This is the judge in charge of the as you know.
See, right, Frank, right there in that moment, somebody's telling him this is not real, asshole.
Yep, someone's in his ear going, "What are you doing, you idiot?"
The warrant, and we'll see if he's going to release it next. He likes Oreos and whiskey. Sean, can you release?
See, that doesn't make him a fucking bad person. Oreos and whiskey makes him an American, you prick.
Yeah, and I don't know how long was that picture up? Like 2 seconds, or was that for a while and we just skipped past it?
Because I think it got to their airwaves somehow.
And someone looked at it.
And somebody said, "What the fuck is that? Get that off the screen." You know,
exactly.
I think some segment producer was like, "Oh, look at what I scooped up," and a fucking executive producer is like, "What the fuck is that? Get that off of the screen, right?" They're probably saying the same thing you're saying. It says meme right there, you fucking fuckhead.
Not only that, go back to the picture. You could see where
it's on. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah.
See where Epstein's thumb is, right above the word meme. That's where his arm has been photoshopped out.
But it's so bad that even fucking Hannity had to call him out. Here, listen to this.
And we'll see if he's going to release it next. He likes Oreos and whiskey. Sean, can you relate to that?
I think that's actually a picture of Jeffrey Epstein with somebody putting his head on there. I'm guessing. I don't know.
It might be his plane. Who knows?
I'll let you determine that in the morning. We'll be watching. Brian, thank you.
He didn't really
be his plane. Who know? It is his plane. You stupid fuckface. It's a meme. You idiot. That's why Hannity goes, "We'll see what you say in the morning," because he knows he's gonna have to fucking retract this.
Yeah, he could have said. Now, Sean Hannity could have said, "No, that's fake." He said, "I think that's all right. We'll see. I don't know."
Yeah, well, because he tried to be polite to his buddy.
Okay. Well, when you're wrong, you're wrong. I say fuck you all the time when you're wrong.
So this is what he had to say in response. Last night, while subbing for Tucker Carlson, we showed you an image of Judge Bruce Reinhart with Ghislaine Maxwell that was sourced on a screen to a meme pulled from Twitter and wasn't real. This depiction never took place, and we wanted to make it clear that we were showing a meme in jest.
Bullshit.
Bullshit, right? I mean, what a fucking asshole.
You were
Just say
trying
when you fuck up.
You fucked up. You thought this was real, and you were gonna fucking throw him under the bus and throw him to the wolves, and you fucked up. So you can't say. All you had to say was, "We're sorry. This wasn't a real picture, and someone got one over on us." You know, that's all you got to say. But no,
Right.
it's we meant to show it, but in jest. Bullshit.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So that
I'll
was
say this
bullshit.
too, because I've listened to him in the past. He used to be on. Oh, I think he's still on. So when I would get off the air, I would just kind of like click around to see what was happening in Radioland, and he was on the news talk, our local news talk station on Long Island.
Mhm.
He was mildly entertaining, and sometimes I'll say this: we lost, just like Chelsea Handler, and she's on the other side. We lost certain people when Trump became president, because Trump is so fucking polarizing. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
people just went to, by the way, it's hard to do what I do, Frank. Have you noticed that? Like, to be the voice of America that I am,
It's not that hard.
it's really hard to do that. Don't make me laugh in the middle of my bullshit things.
Okay.
But like Chelsea Handler, like, lost her shit. Couldn't be funny anymore. Had to talk about how shitty Trump was. Brian
No, I don't know
Kilmeade
why-
lost
wait.
his
I don't know why-
center, and then he couldn't be interesting or entertaining anymore. Had to talk about how great Trump was all the time.
I don't know why
We
you-
lost certain people.
I don't know why you're going after Chelsea Handler. I mean, there are plenty of people who their whole programming switched to Trump, and they did, and everything was just fine. It wasn't. I mean, Chelsea Handler. I don't know what happened to her, but Stephen Colbert. Everything switched to Trump.
He stinks.
Daily Show. Everything's Trump. I
Stinks.
love Stephen Colbert. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stephen Colbert stinks. First of all,
What are you talking about?
He can be. He's a very funny individual, but stinks.
He does not stink.
He is in the last place as far as late night hosts go.
Well, whatever place he's in, he's good. I like him. I think he's good. I don't know. And we lost you. See what happens?
On that Trump web.
There it is. He's back.
I'm back.
You're back. I mean, he's not carpool karaoke or, making celebrities play kids games, but he's talking. His monologues, at least, are talking about shit that matters, and he makes it funny. What's his name? John Oliver. A lot of his stuff went about Trump.
I bet your bird's right on this one. It's Colbert behind my scrambled internet.
He's right in New York. He could be.
No, John Oliver. Listen, John Oliver does a different thing. He does deep dives into topics. But he doesn't only do Trump. He does a lot of different things.
Yeah, well, Colbert does a lot of different things. But when Trump is the number one thing in the news,
Does he?
when Trump was in office, it was every day because there was something monumental happening every friggin' day. So he had to talk about it. When Trump was out of office, it lightened up and it got, it was not as much Trump. But every time Trump makes his way back to the top of the newsreel, it becomes Trump again. And that's what it is.
I'm not, like, again, I want to clarify. I think Stephen Colbert is very funny. I just think he's dead last. I think
Whatever
every other
place-
late night host is far better than him. And I'll tell you what else too. He relies on the edit far too much, way too much. His show is so heavily edited.
He's done a lot of live shows. He goes live whenever not whenever he can, but a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Like, more than any other late night does he. He does a lot of live stuff before anybody else does.
I don't enjoy it. I'll tell you what else too I heard, which I really don't appreciate. Supposedly,
I hate you.
He doesn't watch the comics. I heard that he will like if he's gonna have comedians on the show, like they'll come in and they'll do like he'll line up like 7 comedians on like Tuesday.
Okay.
And then he'll take that and throughout the course of the week, he'll just like kick it to the he'll be like, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Regan." And then Brian comes out, but he's not even there. It was all the stuff that they were, and they just cut to Regan's set. And he's like not there at all. And the comedian just comes out and does their shtick, and then like that's it.
I would like, that would be cool if he, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It would be better if the comedian was there. I don't know. Whenever I watch Colbert, it's on YouTube. I see the clips. I don't watch them in real time.
Well, here's why I don't like it. By the way, this is why Trump lost the ground with me for not being at the inauguration. I'm very big on, protocol and, pomp and circumstance and things like that. The best part about Johnny Carson was when he used to give the wave over to the comedian. Yeah. And Letterman was the same thing. Like when a comic was doing his set and you would hear Letterman laugh, like there was nothing better than those moments. And you're a comedian yourself. So to be there and just be like, go ahead, monkey, dance while I fucking go off and do whatever I got to do, which is more important than being here for your set.
Well,
that's a little insulting to me.
That's not what it is. It's not like during the show, he takes his 10 minutes, walks away and comes back. He just isn't there whenever they record it at some other time.
Why?
I don't know. I wish
he would for every other guest. Be there for the fucking comedian.
I don't know. I wish he would be. I don't know. I'm just the first I'm hearing about that. I have no idea.
I don't like it.
All right. I don't like it either.
All right. I think we might have covered everything.
I mean, that's the whole raid. They got the stuff. It was 27 boxes. Some of it, a lot of it was classified, highly classified. And we don't know exactly what it contains. I don't think we'll ever know exactly what it contains, but we'll know maybe the topics. Is it nuclear? Is it, foreign policy? Is it this? Is whatever it is. I think we'll know a little bit, but obviously, if it's classified, we're not going to know everything. But we'll see what happens when Merrick Garland gets through all the stuff that they got and his team. They're going to release the search warrant on Monday by 5:00. They said
Monday at 5 they'll determine that. Which is again, I always love to see how he plays things. Why doesn't he want the search warrant out now? It's got nothing to do with him. You called for it, so then they were like, "All right," and now suddenly you're not sure if you want it out. What's that?
Did he say he doesn't want it out?
Yeah.
So he said release the search warrant, no problem. And now he's saying don't release it?
He called it a hoax. He said to release everything. He said he would release the documents because they were so not a thing. And now the headline here that we just got, this is just from a few hours ago. Trump team won't release FBI warrant for Mar-a-Lago raid as judge weighs motion to unseal it.
Because he's full of shit. Everything is a fraud. Everything's a smoke and mirrors. If he could divert your attention somewhere else, that's what he's going to do. That's the classic. He's a con artist. I'm sorry, but he's always been that way. And we can't be surprised when he pulls shit like this.
Do I sound jealous over Stephen Colbert? I
didn't get that from you, but now that Gary mentions it.
You know who else stinks on ice? Is that fucking, what's his name? Trevor Noah.
I like Trevor Noah's little segments.
Stop it. Listen to me. Watch a fucking Trevor Noah doing stand-up. Very
stand
funny.
up. I don't know. I haven't.
Trevor Noah at the Correspondents' Dinner, hysterical. Trevor Noah on the Daily Show, it'll put me right to sleep. It's better than a sleep aid.
I don't know about I've seen his clips when he's monologuing, when he's talking about stories or whatever, and I think he's funny. I like it. He actually does a decent Trump impression, which is, there are a lot of Colbert doesn't do a great one. I don't know if any other late night guys do a good one, but he does one of the better ones out of all the late night guys.
Yeah, we're gonna have that. That guy said he'll come on, and then I never followed up. That seems to be my theme.
Which guy?
The Trump Scoops, Justin Scoops. I forget his name.
The Trump guy. The Trump
guy's fucking hilarious. Jason Scoops comedy. Look at him on. TikTok. You know what does Trump?
We're losing you again.
Sorry, I apologize to
All right,
everybody.
you're back.
I paid my bill. I don't know what the fuck. You know who he does just as good as Trump? I swear to God, Bill Burr.
Really?
Does a fucking great Bill Burr impression. They knocked me out.
That guy you sent me the other day doing. Did you send me that doing the Bill Murray impression?
Yeah, I did.
That was great. I don't know who that guy is, but you never hear a Bill Murray impression. That guy was good.
Did a good Bill Murray impression. All right, but listen, be honest with me now. Stop it with your bullshit. Trevor Noah or Jon Stewart? Who is better?
Oh, Jon Stewart.
I mean, but it's not even close. Am I wrong? It's not even close.
Right? I mean, just because Jon Stewart is classic version, classic Coke. Trevor Noah is just newer, and I like him. I think he, I didn't know who he was when he took over the show, but ever since I think he's been very good. He knows what he's talking about. He's more informed than a lot of the talk show hosts, and I think he has a really good perspective on all of it, and I like him.
I'm with David Williams. Noah ruined the Daily Show. I'm also with Sue says, don't get Noah not funny.
I don't know. I think he's pretty good. I think he's funnier than Fallon. He's funnier than who's the carpool karaoke guy?
James Corden.
And I think he's funnier than
I like Corden. Corden just cries a little too much, and a little too much of that carpool karaoke shit. Like, all right, we get it. You can fucking sing in the car. I got it.
And I think he's funnier than Kimmel.
Now, are you just saying that about James Corden because when Metallica got to do carpool karaoke, he didn't do it with them?
No, that was actually a good one. Metallica with what's his name? Who was the guy that runs around screaming at everybody in New York with the camera?
Billy Eichner.
It was them. It was the five of them in the car. That was a funny one, and they're all singing Rihanna together.
Now, you want to talk about funny? Billy Eichner. I saw him on TikTok the other day. Put up a clip. I forget what he said, but he just goes up to this woman. He goes, "What does it feel like to be an uptight New York socialite bitch?" And she goes, "It's great." And he goes, "I do it."
There was one I saw a clip the other day. I don't know if it's coming back or he's doing more of them, but it's been popping up here and there. He did a clip where he just runs up to someone. It must have been an old clip, and he goes, "Name a woman." And she couldn't name one single woman. Name a woman for $1. Name a woman. And it was like 60 seconds of him trying to get her to name one woman. And she's like, "Any woman? I don't know. Oh my God." It was
your
hilarious.
mom. I mean, what the fuck? Just tell your mom. Yeah.
Herself.
Yeah, exactly. Paul, Anthony is reporting like this isn't a huge con. Listen.
Yeah. How about that, Anthony?
I love Paul, and his basis on this is not incorrect. But the thing I think that
is correct.
Well, listen to me. Alternate facts. The thing I think that a lot of people miss, especially the people that really hate him, is that there are two sides to every coin. Now, I think I've been more than fair. When we're talking about his stuff, I've definitely said when I don't like something, and I've definitely said when something is kind of on the fence.
But I think Paul's point is you're on the fence a little too much. Pick a side.
Okay. First of all, I like the way it feels underneath me.
Yeah, I'm losing you. Oh, okay. That picket fence feels good.
Yeah, and that was a good line. I would be really upset if you didn't get it.
I got it, but it was choppy.
Damn it. Fucking internet's killing my timing tonight. Okay, listen to me.
You're back.
Okay, great. Here's the thing. The reason why I'm not jumping all over this in this particular moment is because there is still a lot to come and a lot to develop before I could definitively say what's what. I don't know why he had that material. And I know everybody wants to point to the Espionage Act and all this stuff and be like, finally nail him. But I'm telling you, that's just because you hate him. And that's because you want him behind bars. I don't necessarily know if that is enough to do what you want it to do. Because at the end of the day, even though it's not to the letter of the law, again, the presidents have a lot of leeway when it comes to these things. So if he's going to say, I declassified it or I deemed it not, or whatever, he could have written down some of these big secrets because he knows them on a piece of paper and kept it in a vault in the thing. And it's essentially the same thing. And this is the exact kind of a defense that his people would use if he was ever brought up on charges for this. So it's not a slam dunk as easy as a lot of people think it is.
You think it's 27 boxes of him just jotting down notes?
No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is whatever classified, confidential, top secret information there was there, he could have just as easily taken that information, wrote it down in his little Mar-a-Lago notepad, and put it away in a fucking locker somewhere. Right?
Which would also be wrong.
All right, but his lawyers, if this was ever brought to any sort of a trial, would argue just again.
If anybody who had access to any classified information took notes or took a picture of it and left with that and left the document there, but took that information out and had it outside of the White House on a physical piece of paper or a picture or anything, that's the same as taking it out of there.
Miss Justice Anthony likes to play devil's advocate. Listen, we it's an entertainment show at the end of the day, but I'm not
entertained.
I'm not just playing devil's advocate. I'm not just looking at all sides for the sake of it. I'm looking at all sides from what can possibly happen, you know? And again, yeah, I know
he could skate through this like he's skated through everything else, but this seems very A plus B equals C.
Can we go back on that? You said he can skate through this like he can skate through anything else. This is the problem with people that don't like him / Democrats. You don't see the repercussions coming down the road from him beating something like this.
Sure we do. We don't.
I don't think you do.
I didn't start any of this.
I don't think you do. Because if they ever tried to put this guy in prison and he beats it, where is there stopping him? Where?
No, I get it. I understand.
Because
they've impeached him twice. And
it did nothing.
Exactly. And to your point, it did nothing. It didn't rile it. It maybe riled his base to do his, but it didn't get him reelected. He doesn't have more support. He has the same amount, if not.
If he can get past DeSantis in a primary, he's going to get reelected.
He's not going to get reelected. It's not going to happen. I don't see it happening.
That's because you can't see past your own hatred for him.
That's not true. What I see is we had enough of him a year and a half ago, so we voted him out. We've still had enough of him, and he's just every time he comes up, it's nothing positive ever. When is it ever anything positive? When is it ever Trump made a humanitarian trip and donated this, or Trump buried his wife in a sane place? It's never anything positive. No matter what side you're on, it's always drama. It's always insanity, and it's always some kind of friggin' not conspiracy. Some kind of just what the hell is it called? Another word for drama. Whatever. It's always some kind of bullshit that we don't want to have to deal with anymore. And I think
Housewives? Was it Real Housewives? What you think?
Sure. But I think we're just all tired of it, and I still think we're going to be tired of it down the road.
Democrats are tired of it. The Republicans are not.
Well, I think for the most part, what happened a year and a half ago is going to either happen again, or it's going to be even more of a. If he runs again, it's going to be even more of a loss for him.
That very well may be. But listen, if they ever put him on trial and he wins, he will get reelected into office and he will never fucking leave. And then we're in a lot of trouble.
Well, that's impossible. Never leave.
Impossible? He fucking tried to do it this time around. He fucking tried to do it.
I mean, that's reason number one why he shouldn't be allowed to even run again. That he tried to overthrow the election.
The Republicans are too afraid to stand up to him, so it's not a good thing. If he goes back in, he'll and here's the thing, and it's not just a Republican thing. People are so afraid to lose power that they will lick Satan's dick to just fucking stay in and get the votes. And that's both sides, and in this particular case, the Republicans, and they will let this guy run roughshod over. I'm telling you,
that's what
he gets in. if he gets in and the Republicans get a majority, they'll start talking about getting rid of term limits for the president of the United States.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But I think we're going to see a big change this November with the midterms. I think because of all the shit that's been happening, Roe v. Wade, and all the things that the Republicans could have passed through but didn't, the stuff with the baby formula, the stuff with the gas prices, all the stuff that the Republicans voted down, insulin costs. We could have gotten all that solved. Republicans have all voted it down. I think that's going to hurt them this November.
We'll see. We'll see. Because they could have just sat back on the Democrats could have just sat back on Roe v. Wade. Because I'm not saying that the Democrats knew about this raid or whatever. But if I'm a Democrat, if I'm Chuck Schumer or Joe Biden, first of all, I'm killing myself. Second of all, I am saying if the FBI comes to me and go, listen, we got this thing, I'm going to say, absolutely do not, in no uncertain terms, walk into that man's fucking home and do this, because you're going to set us up for fucking failure. Now, the FBI should be able to investigate unhinged, unaltered on any sort of political, and I agree with that 1,000%. But if you gave me a choice as a Democrat, I would be like, don't fucking do it, because right now we have a chance to fucking not lose the majority that we have, that we were clearly going to lose 6 months ago.
Well, here's the thing. If you were Biden and this was coming down the pike, you have no say in it.
By the way, does it come down the pipe or the pike or both?
Pike, I thought.
Okay.
Pipe?
Because things do come down pipes. Last time I checked.
That's true. That's true. I don't think they come down pikes, though. That's weird.
When's the last time you even saw a pike? Do you have pikes in your house or pipes? I have pipes.
I have fish that are pikes. I don't have fish. So I think that, like, if you were Biden, if you're the president, you have literally no say. That's the whole point. You're not supposed to dictate what the Department of Justice is going to do, which was something that Trump couldn't get through his head for his 4 years. He kept saying, investigate this, go after this one, do this, which is just absurd. You're not supposed to conduct any kind of, you're not supposed to lead the Department of Justice anywhere. Department of Justice is supposed to act independently of the president. It's the people's department. It's not the president's own personal department. So Biden has nothing to do with this. So that's number one. If you asked him, he can't say, even if he said, don't do it, that's wrong. If he said, do it, also wrong.
What if he said, don't investigate my son? Because I know he said that.
Did he say that? I don't think he said, don't investigate my son.
Come on, big dog.
Did he say that?
That crazy motherfucker. By the way, they went on vacation and they had Hunter getting on the fucking Air Force One with him. Again, stupid. Distance yourself. Distance yourself.
Hunter, you take a cab.
You can fucking meet us there. First of all, I would be like, Hunter, I don't even fucking want you there, first of all. Second of all, if you gotta be there, you fucking sneak in the back door.
Hunter, the next 4 years, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
Or 8 years, hopefully.
Yeah. That motherfucker should be behind jail. Before we get to our other topics, did you see Tommy Lee's dick?
I saw the blurred picture.
You saw it. I thought I showed it to you.
No, I didn't. I just saw the post of it was on like TMZ or something that it was blurred.
Homie didn't lose any of his game.
Did he not? Good for him.
From the video days. Come on.
He's still packing.
You know you fucking saw it. Didn't I send it to you?
I really didn't. You may have sent it to me, but I didn't see it. I think I look at everything you send me.
So I did send it to you. So Frank definitely looked at it. He's lying.
I really didn't. I would tell you.
Fucking masturbated it to it.
Maybe.
I sent it to Jay. I sent it to Frank and Jay Saps. It was in the podcast chat. I will say it's a shame she's not here because Jay, she's so untalented. But every now and then she gets lucky. I send her the picture of Tommy Lee's dick and her take. Wow, he still shaves. I audibly laughed out loud when she said that back to me. I was like, what
Well,
a take that is.
I think that helps it look bigger. Is that the myth or the
N-
whatever?
Well, it does. Not that he needs that help, but he's like almost 60.
What do you think? It's going to shrink?
No. I'm just saying, like,
There was significant shrinkage.
no, you're missing the point. I'm saying at 60, he's still shaving his dick. That's pretty amazing. Like, I thought at some point you just go,
Yeah,
fuck it.
fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the guy's probably still putting it down. You know what I mean?
I mean, I hope so, because if we're wasting this dick, that would be a national tragedy. That would be a shame. It's not even my dick, and I feel like it needs to be put to use.
I mean, was it confirmed that it was on purpose or it was an accidental post?
So,
How do
yeah,
you accidentally post on Instagram?
I'm not quite sure what the reasoning behind it was, but I don't think it was an accident. And I also think it was kind of like I'm just going to do this to drum up some publicity. Like, everybody look at my dick. Remember how big it is, you know?
Yeah, it's like not check out my drums. Don't check me out playing the drums. Check out my package.
I think he saw how much publicity Hunter's dick was getting. God bless you. God bless you. And I think he was like, everybody forgot about how, first of all, Tommy Lee is King Dingling in these parts. You know, I'm the one who bangs hookers and has a huge dick, not Hunter Biden. I think that's what it was. He was losing
He was a little jealous of the Biden attention.
He's losing his job. He was losing his position in our our great country.
Yeah. Well, glad to see that he's back.
I mean, as much as I think Hunter Biden has a huge dick, I don't know if he could dethrone Tom. Like, that thing is, Christ almighty, impressive. Makes me angry. Put it in the live chat for everybody. I shouldn't.
Did you
I gotta
watch
share the dick, Frank? You can't keep that shit to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Did you watch Pam and Tommy?
Of course I did. What am I? Of course I did. Everybody did.
All right.
There's not. My mother did. Okay, let's not all pretend like somebody missed it. Okay.
That's terrible. The show, I mean, not the tape.
Oh. No, I know. I didn't watch some of that shit.
Jesus. Yeah, no, it was a good. I have to say, I didn't know what to expect out of a 10 episode or whatever episode thing. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
The show, yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass.
All right.
Am I gonna miss anything? If I didn't look at it, the show.
No, you miss. There's a lot of stuff that we don't realize happened, like how it was released, what happened, who.
I get it. The cleaner took it, right, or whatever.
No.
The house guy, whatever the fuck it was.
The guy doing construction because the way it's laid out, like Tommy Lee screwed this guy over, didn't pay him. The guy did all his construction work on his house for like weeks or something. And Tommy was like, "Oh, it's all wrong. I'm not paying you." Even though Tommy Lee was there every step going, "Do this, do this, do this, do this." And then at the last second, he was like, "Nah, it's all wrong. I don't like it. I'm not paying you." And then so they screwed the guy. So the guy on his way back, came back in. I don't want to give it all away if anybody hasn't seen it. But basically the guy just stole the tape and released it, and it just took off, and they couldn't get a handle on the thing, and it just went nuts, and it was all about them trying to deal with it. The last half of the whole series was them trying to deal with it being released.
Yeah, but see, you told me that now. Do I need to waste my time? I feel like I saw it. Do I need to see it? Now
Did
that
I
know
spoil it? Did I spoil the whole thing?
No, you didn't spoil it. I already heard like, oh, the construction guy fucked him over and took the tape and put it out. And I'm like,
But
okay.
it's cool to see how it happened, and their performances. Everybody in the show was good.
Does the girl get naked?
Mm-hmm.
You see titties?
Yeah.
More than that?
Butt and his package.
You see his penis?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm in. I'm gonna watch it.
But
okay. I tell you what.
I think it's all. I think it was fake. They like put something over her, like to make it look like Pamela's.
Is that right?
I think. I'm pretty sure, and his too.
Are we CGIing boobs?
No. I
dick?
think they put like a prosthetic chest on her, and I don't know how they did his, but his wasn't real either.
Well, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Acknowledged.
You are acknowledged, Kerr. I mean, sir.
Good job, Andrew.
Yes. Way to go.
That's a great comment. Please acknowledge me. Okay.
Just have to ask nicely, like our friend Andrew Kerr.
Who's the bigger dick, Tommy Lee's penis or Donald Trump?
Ooh, I think they're neck and neck or head to head.
Yeah, good one.
Thank you.
Good one.
Thank you.
Anne Heche is dead, Frank. I'm devastated. America's
you?
lost her princess.
You a couple days
This is
ago.
heartbreaking.
All right.
What were you gonna say?
No, nothing. A couple days ago, you were like, should I bring it up?
Hmm?
You were like, F her. I don't care.
No, that doesn't sound like me. That doesn't sound like something I would say.
All right.
Far too respectful for that. I'm mourning right now with her family and loved ones
It
over the
sucks.
loss.
It sucks because she was only 53. They said it was on cocaine. She was all messed up. She crashed into this house, brain damage. She never recovered. And it's
Cocaine
terrible.
and fentanyl. I found that fentanyl in there.
Yeah.
I don't know who's spreading that fentanyl around, but I don't quite get it. Because last I checked, if you're a drug dealer, you want to keep your clientele alive as long as you possibly can.
I mean, yeah, but that's usually, that's hard to do when you're dealing any kind like heroin, anything like that is going to eventually not catch up to you. Maybe.
Yeah,
For the most part.
agree. But this fentanyl seems to be knocking people out pretty quickly.
Yeah. I don't even know how, like, is it a prescription drug or is it just an illegal something or other drug?
It's definitely illegal. But it's
not,
one of those,
you can't get it through prescriptions or whatever?
I don't think so. I think it was originally developed as one of those, but then they quickly realized
Oh, and then it was out.
it's not so good. But it again, again, Tom Petty, Prince, all of them had fentanyl in their systems when they died, and it seems to be spreading. Like, I don't know, it seems to be this whole thing now, this fentanyl thing, and I don't understand it. I don't understand why you would put it in a drug because it clearly just kills people quickly.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's fucked up. I don't know how long someone could theoretically be on it and still stay alive, but it's ill-advised. Do not go down the fentanyl road.
Look at this. I had fentanyl in the ICU with broken femurs.
There you go. So it's like OxyContin, and it's one of those pain relieving.
Yeah, and I bet you, like all those things, I bet you it gives you a fucking wicked high, but leads to death fairly quickly. So,
I mean, anything you could overdose on almost. I mean, you overdose on Tylenol if you're not careful. But fentanyl, very quickly and easily. So not great with the fentanyl. I'm just saying, like, I'm sure a tiny bit from a doctor when it's needed, but if it's all illegal now, then yeah, stay away from that.
it's sad though with Heche, because she looked like she could have been the it girl for a little while there. She had the whole I'm banging Ellen DeGeneres, and then I don't know what the timeline was, but she was in Donnie Brasco, which she was pretty great in, actually.
She's in a bunch of big movies.
Beautiful, right? Hot as shit. And then I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, she has what, 2 kids, I think.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
That makes me regret what I said the other night a little bit.
Yeah. But no, it's terrible. She was a great, she was a good actress. She was in a bunch of big movies.
She was okay. Let's not,
She wasn't Meryl Streep, but she was good.
Exactly.
She was in some big movies.
Yeah.
But it sucks. 53 is far too young.
Yeah, but also you shouldn't be driving when you're fucked up and intoxicated. That's also a thing.
Absolutely, that is true. But it's still tragic either way.
It really hurt some people.
Yeah.
Luckily, nobody else got hurt. Speaking of, I said that after a Zoom call with Jeffrey Toobin the other day, and now he's out of a job at CNN.
Oh boy! So what happened there?
So I don't know because nobody's really saying, but and I really fucking hate CNN for several reasons. CNN Plus. Also, the fact that they fucking kept this guy employed for as long as they did. Like, they stood by him when everybody else let him go. And he should have been let go because he had zero fucking integrity after doing what you couldn't take anything he said seriously because he was the guy who jerked off on a Zoom call, right? But supposedly he was the one who emailed his coworkers thanking them for a good time and said they decided to part ways. Now, I don't know if that's, to me, reading between the lines here, I just think that CNN let his contract lapse.
Probably, yeah. They probably just didn't renew it or whatever deal he had.
Yeah.
Just waiting for it to run out, and that's that, and he's gone.
That's what I think. But I would have but here's the thing. They could have kept paying him and just took him off the air. They did not have to put him back on the air. I don't know why.
Unless it's in his contract that he had to do a certain amount of shows.
Bullshit. They don't, I mean,
okay.
You think, no, because he was like the legal expert. So he would come on all the different shows. So I think if I don't see how you could possibly say you need to put me on unless he had it in his contract that I need to be the go-to legal expert and nobody else can. Maybe that was,
could be.
Maybe you're right.
It could be. We don't know what was in there. But now that it's up, they'll probably just like, why would we sign him on again? We'll just get someone else.
Yeah. I would have just, because I mean, that happens so many. I mean, I think that's what they were doing with Chris Cuomo. They're just paying him and keeping him off the air, because if they fire him, they got a whole nother, although I think they did fire him and he's got a case against them, which is why you don't fire these people. You just take them off the air,
Off the air, let it run out.
Just let it fucking run out.
Yeah, then you're just paying a bunch of people to not do anything. I don't know how many you could do that to before it gets financially devastating to you.
Yeah, well, they made a lot of bad decisions over there at CNN.
That's true.
But, I don't know anybody else hires this guy outside of Pornhub. Maybe he's got a thing there where he could
be the spokesperson.
Yeah, he could have a whole thing going on there.
He'll get a job somewhere.
Salman Rushdie was stabbed, Frank, today.
Yep. See, I thought his name was Sal Bass. First of all, it's Salmon, not salmon, you idiot. So, is he all right? Do we know his condition?
No.
We just know someone rushed up on stage and stabbed him.
Somebody rushed up on stage and stabbed him. They originally thought it was 15 times. Then it was said that it was 2 times. Here's breaking news. He's on a ventilator. That's what they're saying now. Yeah.
That is. Do we know? I'm sure they got the guy.
They got the guy. He's from New Jersey, of course. Rushdie might lose an eye, and his liver had been damaged. Damn. Yeah, he's had death threats for a long time.
I mean, I don't know much about him at all.
My wife just said, "Who is he?" I mean, nobody really knows.
I know
much
who he is, but
yeah,
I don't know much about him. I know he's a writer.
You've heard the name more than you know what the fuck he actually does.
Yeah.
Everybody. That's you. You're not alone. That's everybody.
Yeah. I have no idea.
And I bet you most people know him through the Seinfeld references. He also came up in Curb Your Enthusiasm too with the fatwa. Yeah.
Yeah, I only knew him through Seinfeld. That's pretty much it.
He has a good arc on Curb, but he's not on it. But Larry David went back to the Salman Rushdie. Well, again, by the way, do we have any smoked salmon? Because I'm starving right now with all this.
Ooh, okay. I can go for some lox on a bagel with
the fucking best. You do onion with that or no onion?
No, I'm not an onion guy.
What's the other thing they do with that? The little
cream cheese?
No, the seedling looking things.
Oh,
no.
Oh, what are they called?
On a bagel with lox.
Capers.
Capers, thank you. You do capers?
I love capers.
I won't turn it down if it's on the plate, but I don't actively look for it.
I haven't had it on a bagel, but I've had it in dishes where capers are great. I love them.
What's your go-to bagel situation?
I am it depends on what I get with it. Like if it's an egg sandwich, I'll go plain bagel.
No. I'm saying you get up, your wife looks you in the eye and goes, "I can't believe I'm still married to you. But do you want to go get bagels?" And you go, "Yeah, I could go for a bagel." Yeah. What are you getting? What are you putting?
Cinnamon raisin cream cheese. What?
This is why your marriage is in trouble.
She doesn't hold it against me.
Cinnamon raisin with cream cheese is your go-to bagel situation?
Yeah. What's yours?
Sesame with cream cheese and lox.
Sesame?
Like the rest of my Jewish brethren. I
feel like sesame, it's a waste of a topping. It doesn't have any. There's like almost no flavor to it. I can't with sesame, and it just gets in your teeth. The seeds are everywhere. No, it's a waste. I'd rather have plain.
This is first of all, you've lost all of your fucking credibility with
I
cinnamon
had never
raisin
had any credibility.
cream cheese.
Cinnamon raisin's a good bagel. Come on, people in the chat, help me out. Cinnamon raisin, very underrated bagel.
I would
The
like to
one
know
bagel I
every-
don't like is pumpernickel. I'm not a pumpernickel guy.
You're not a pumpernickel guy.
No. I'll eat it if there's no other choice, but I'm not asking for a pumpernickel.
I would like to know.
We lost you again, buddy. Everything bagels are great. Yeah. Sue says.
I want. If I say to you, we're going to get bagels, I want to know what your order is. Put it in the live chat below. I'm going to read some of these.
Jack Torrance, you could tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Classic Marx Brothers joke. Love it.
I think that my order is better than Frank's, first of all. Second of all, if we're going to rank bagels, I'm going sesame, everything, egg. That's my 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, if we're ranking, I'll go cinnamon raisin. I like a good garlic bagel. Even an onion bagel. I'll go for those too. But I'll go with cinnamon raisin. Everything's are good. Can't do salt because it's usually way too much salt.
Way too much.
It's never just a touch of salt. It's literally the whole thing is covered, and that's just you end up scraping it all off anyway. Yeah, so cinnamon raisin with cream cheese is my go-to. Whenever we go to the deli, my wife and I always get two things. If it's breakfast, I get a cinnamon raisin with cream cheese, and I get a plain bagel with lox and cream cheese. And usually I save the cinnamon raisin for later. I like to get.
Wait, you order both of those every time?
Not every time, but that's a usual. And then I put the cinnamon raisin in the fridge for later. I'll eat the lox one, and I go, I'll have a little bonus bagel in the fridge.
What are you doing with a bonus bagel? This is crazy behavior.
It's a bonus bagel for later, a little snack, a little nosh.
That is insanity.
Why is that insanity? You don't get something for later, a little something for later.
I know, but if you go, if she goes, let's go to the pizzeria and get a slice for lunch. Do you order 2 more slices to eat for dinner that night?
I don't go with, I don't get a backup at everything, but that while I'm there, because we rarely go to get like egg sandwiches or bagels or whatever. We rarely go. I get a double order. I put one in the fridge for later.
Is that why? Because but it's a bagel store. It's so easily accessible.
No, it is, but we don't do it we don't go to the it's a deli in the neighborhood. We just don't go as often. Maybe we'll go once, maybe twice a month.
Wow. Yeah, we'll go once a week. That's kind of like the Saturday, like, all right, we'll get bagels,
Yeah. No, that's normal. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. When we go, I like to eat my bagel with lox and cream cheese, and then later on get a little. Oh, I remember I got that bagel in the fridge. Love it. Either that or not just for the table.
Let's get some cinnamon raisins for the table. Bird can't stand bagels. Brenda, I'm with you, Frankie.
Thank you, Brenda Locke.
By the way, is that an anti-Semitic stance from Bird? Feels a little anti-Semitic. I think we need an apology.
Can't stand bagel. Hey, no bagel, no bagel, no bagel, no bagel. Hey,
can't stand you. Quit your bitchin'. Great name. Everything with lox, cream cheese, and capers.
Good stuff.
It's hard to argue with an everything bagel. I'm gonna have an everything bagel. What? Well, it's got everything.
Doesn't have salt.
There's salt in there.
I'm sure it's
sourdough bagel. I'm not sure about that. I don't know.
Blueberry.
Blueberry from Robin. Cinnamon raisin is what Biden needs.
That could be Jack Torrance, like from The Shining. Torrance,
perhaps.
Jack Torrance. That's weird.
Yeah, maybe.
But are we limiting ourselves with bagels? Should there be I feel like there's 12 flavors and that's it. Should we be spreading out our bagel? Should we be expanding our bagel reach?
Okay. The beat my drum. My nephew loves Flagels. Flagels. I can't believe Flagels are still around. To be honest with you, I thought that would Flagels. Be a little fad that would come and go.
When you go to the deli, those are the first things gone. That section of the deli's out. They're always gone.
Yeah, but that's tricky thing there because they make less of those.
Is that just like? I wonder how that was invented. Someone just dropped a bagel, stepped on it, and went, "Hey, look, a flat bagel."
No, because I think people flatten. I think they like to push down and flatten their bagel, and I bet you some guy was just like, "What if I did that already for you? Would that be
Yeah.
better?"
And it's less of the filling, the bread filling. So.
And there's a little less.
And what about Bialys? Bialys are great.
Bialys are good. Let me address your comment. The bagel place. There's a new bagel place by me. They have Dorito bagels.
Dorito bagels.
Well, they'll scrunch up a bunch of Doritos and throw it in the bagel.
I don't know how I feel about that.
And then they crinkle bagels, right? And
we talking Cool Ranch or we talking nacho?
And they put it on top. Now they're what is say that again, D? They're either blue or red, Cool Ranch and nacho cheese. They're both. How weird is that? I'll also say this, and I haven't had it yet, but my daughter had it and I almost took it from her. Oreo bagel.
Oreo bagel. That's interesting.
That feels like a dessert bagel to me. That seems like it's a real dessert situation.
You might as well have a donut at that point, I think.
It feels like a donut. It really does.
Just go next door to the donut place.
I'm a traditional bagel guy, so I would never get it, but we got it because you get like the dozen and then they throw in 3 extra. So I think my wife was like, "Give me the fucking Oreo bagel," right. And my daughter picked it out, whatever it was. But I got a whiff of it, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I kind of want to take a bite of that."
Did you take a piece?
I didn't because she eats a lot.
Do you put anything on an Oreo bagel? Can you like?
Well, I mean, the cream cheese is sweet. Like the cream cheese with an Oreo bagel, it's kind of an interesting combination.
Oh boy.
Maybe I'll try it tomorrow and report back to everybody.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. So that's that. And they also have Fruity Pebbles, you said?
Oh man, what the hell's going on? And what kind of crazy world are you living in out there?
This guy. So he's the second big. So my town, and Frank knows this. We're the last town before the Hamptons. You know, it's a big town, but it's a one bagel town. And on the other side of town, they opened up like this was the rival guy. So I think he's like, I got to make a fucking splash in this
bizarro bagel place.
Yeah. He's trying his hardest. He's trying to make a name for himself.
All right. So
it's a little farther from me, but I'm trying it out. We've gone there a few times just to kind of see what's cooking.
We should get him to sponsor the show. We'll get a little coffee and bagel action going.
I will never stray from Jumpstart. I see the trap you tried to set for me, and I'm not falling for it.
A combo action, coffee and bagels. As they go together, great.
I'm not going to get coffee from them if it's not Jumpstart coffee.
I'm not saying get coffee from them. I'm saying get bagels from them.
Oh,
and we do Jumpstart and we do bagels.
Okay, let me ask you this: is there a better treat? It's 12:30 or so. And your wife looks at you and goes,
AM or PM?
PM.
Okay.
Your wife looks at you and goes, let's go get a bagel sandwich for lunch. I mean, is there a better fucking thing than like, you know what?
That is
I could love some fucking cold cuts thrown up on a fucking bagel right now. That would be fantastic.
See, the cold cut route is great. But if I'm getting cold cuts, if I'm getting a sandwich, I'm getting a hero. I'm getting a big... For people, a hero, a sub, a hoagie, a grinder. I have to get a hero, like an Italian bread hero.
Yeah, I do like a hero.
On a bagel is all right, but
if you're going to the bagel store, okay, now let me ask. So this is my next question: if you're going to the bagel store for lunch, you getting cold cuts on the bagel? Let's say they don't have the hero bread. You getting cold cuts on the bagel, or you going egg salad, chicken salad, tuna salad route?
They're all good, but get this: there's 2 different places. We got our eggs, bagels, breakfast kind of stuff at one place. And then we have a deli that we get lunch stuff from another place. Because the place with the bagels doesn't have really deli stuff. They're just a breakfast place, basically. I mean, they have salads and things, but they don't have like crazy cold cut, amount of cold cuts and chicken and all this stuff. So we go to the deli for lunch stuff. So if I'm going to one place, I know what I'm getting. If I'm going to the other, I'm not getting. You know what I mean? I'm going to one or the other for the eggs or for the cold cuts.
You got your spots. Jack says bagel sandwiches gay. Oh, bagel sandwiches are gay. Then put a dick in my ass because I fucking love it.
Wow.
He also said biscuits fucking suck. Who is this person?
What's going on here?
Biscuit? Are you insane? Even the shittiest of shitty biscuits from KFC are still fucking delightful.
The biscuits are marvelous.
Fucking love a biscuit.
Melt some butter on there.
Oh my god.
A little Grands action or Pillsbury.
A little jelly or something.
Go for some biscuits.
All right, I want to know what people's opinions are on this. Cream cheese and jelly on a bagel.
I love growing up, my grandmother used to make us cream cheese and jelly sandwiches on bread, like white bread.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I don't know if I can't remember if I've ever had it on a bagel, but I can't imagine it being bad. I would go for that. That sweet combo is very good.
It's so interesting. And I know it's really foreign. It's funny because you say to some people, and they're like, oh, yeah, oh, sure. And then you say to other people, and they're like, cream cheese and jelly, what the fuck is wrong with you? But it's
good.
It's a light. Well, I'll tell you what, when I'm in the mood for that, which is like once every 6 years, like a good eclipse, there's nothing like there is nothing else you can have that is better. Like you have to get that when you're
I haven't had it in a long time.
It's been a while.
I gotta do that. I'm missing out.
While. Look at this, cream cheese and jelly on a biscuit and butter. Now that's
holy crap, Gary. Come on.
That's a gay orgy heart attack waiting to happen, Gary. I think that's what that is.
It's all good. It's all good stuff.
That's how I'd like to go out.
Yep.
Okay.
I gotta go real mayo. No Paul with the Miracle Whip. I tried. I'm not a fan.
No, Miracle Whip is garbage. It's garbage.
Real mayo. I gotta go Hellman's.
All right. What's the weirdest thing that you do that you can't stop doing, even though you don't know why you do it? You want to know what mine is?
Give me an example. Yeah.
Need more time? Okay. I'm driving today.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when I came up with this question. I realized that for some bizarre reason, I like to just jam my hand into that little space between the passenger seat and the armrest. What is that?
That's you just hold it there while you're driving?
It just goes right in there like a gun into a holster. I just, for whatever reason, I put my hand in there and there's like pressure on my hand. I will put my hand in that spot. I didn't realize I do it. As I'm thinking about it, I realize, oh my God, I do this almost all the time. Like I either put my hand on the back of the headrest
of
the passenger seat, or I put my hand in that little space for whatever reason.
That's interesting.
All right. The early comments are not making me feel any better about it. We've got weird, and
that is super
weird.
Coming from Jack Me Off, that's saying something.
Yeah. And okay, you're weird. Okay. Does nobody else do this? Am I alone on this thing? Putting my hand in between the seat and the.
I feel like the goal is to keep things out of that space. That when stuff falls down there, it's a nightmare to get stuff out of there. So I don't know, my hand down there. Yeah, that's not me. I'm trying to think of something that I do. I know I shake my leg a lot, like I bounce my knee.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I mean, I don't know why I do it, but I'm not even thinking about it, and things just going. It's just bouncing.
That's a nervous tick, though.
Yeah, I'm not even nervous though. I'm not like, I could just be sitting there watching TV, and then it's just my knees just going. So I got the Jimmy leg.
Got the Jimmy legs. Jack Me Off makes a good point. There's a product that fills that car gap in.
That's amazing. It is out there, and I want to get it. And I keep meaning to get it, and I never get it.
There's something that I don't know what it is. There's just something that's so relaxing and soothing. It just made me think of this. You ever see the Temple Grandin movie?
No, I don't know what that is.
She's like autistic.
Okay.
But like a highly functioning autistic.
Okay.
And she invents this thing at one point because she saw like I don't know if it was cows or goats or horses, whatever it was. They have this thing where they go into it and it squeezes them and it eases them.
Oh yes.
And she related
to
the animals, so she invented this thing for her that she would go in and it would like squeeze her, and it would make her feel better and less nervous.
Oh, I didn't know that was she used it. I thought it stopped at she used it on the animals.
No, I think she invented this thing for her what? It was for cows. I remember the scene where she runs home and she kind of like made this contraption to do it so she could do it to herself so that it was ease herself.
Oh, I didn't know.
And
I thought it was solely like for the animals. I didn't know she did it for
Yeah,
herself too.
she made it for herself. But I wonder if that's part of it. Like, I wonder if I got a little bit of the Temple Grandin syndrome.
So you're going to invent something. It's called a pocket. What the thing you want, thing you're looking for? It's been done. Stick your hand right in the
It's
pocket.
called a pocket. Bird says that's awesome. I want a squeezer. I think squeezer is a better name.
Squeeze is a pretty good name.
Yeah, I like squeezer.
That could be marketed.
Car Gap super chat. Jump in, people. Come on. Yeah.
We don't want to lose you down there, though. We don't want to lose you.
I need help. Try it though. I want everybody to try it when they're cruising around tomorrow. Just stick your hand in there, see how it feels.
I feel like if I need my hand real quick in the car, it's going to be down. I need my hands accessible to operate
All right,
the
but
car.
let me ask you this: do you stick your hand in your pants?
While I'm driving,
Not while you're driving, but I'm saying it in general. Do you stick your hand in your pants?
sure.
When I used to watch Married with Children, Al Bundy did it. I was like, this is so stupid. I don't get it. And now that I'm older, I do it more towards the side, but I do it too. Everybody
Sometimes
does it.
After you eat, you just make it helps you relieves some of the tension on your pants around your stomach. That's all it is.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of people do it. They just, not even after they eat, they just kind of like stick their hand in their side or whatever. I think it's part of that. I think it's the same kind of thing. I think your hand needs that.
I've seen people do it, and then they go on and they make my egg sandwich, and I'm like, I don't know.
That's disgusting. We can't have that.
I don't know if I like that.
Can't have that going on. Ant's hand holster coming soon to Shark Tank. I'll pitch that to the fucking sharks.
A hand holster. I guarantee you, every one of them goes, yeah, that's a pocket.
But you put your hand in your pocket. Sometimes it's a little tight. It feels good too. Like, why else would you put your hand in your pocket?
Keep it warm.
No.
All right.
That's a reason. But I'm saying you can just stand there with your hands to your side.
Yeah.
But regardless of warmth, a lot of times you will put your hand in your pocket for absolutely no reason. What's that? What's that about? That's the same thing.
Because you gotta put your hand somewhere. It's better than like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Just put them in my pocket.
That is the best hand motion ever. When he's just
I don't know. What do I do with these?
The way he has his hands is he's such a great actor.
Who are you talking about?
Will Ferrell.
Oh, that's right.
That's from.
I forgot that. I forgot where that was from.
Where were you doing it from?
I was just doing it.
Just doing it.
I knew it was from something, but I didn't realize what it was from.
I'll take my hands out of the side and smell them like this, like Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Classic SNL.
All right, Bird. Okay, now this is going to be if you go to the therapist for an extra session this week. You're attempting to get that tucked feeling in the womb. You think that's it?
It could be. You're looking for that warmth, that comforting. Or it could be maybe hold your wife's hand a little more every now and then.
Maybe I should hold my wife's hand.
Or your kid. You're just looking for that comforting hand holding.
No, their hands are sticky all the time.
Then your wife. Then go to your wife.
Maybe I do want to get back into the womb. Maybe I'm in your mom so much,
Right. Yeah. She give her a call. It's been long enough.
Yeah.
She deserves better.
I don't know who Jack has got me. This guy above is a dick. I don't know who he's referring to.
Is it the adult dating site?
Maybe. Right now, technically, I'm above his comment, so I'm not quite sure.
I don't know.
Bird, I bet Cuddles holds the best hand. Cuddles gives good hand, I gotta tell you.
She's got hand. You need hand. You need hand. I got no hand.
I've got no hand. If Relationship George walks through that door,
he will kill Independent George.
I love Independent George. I tell you what, I think you can remake you can put every Seinfeld script into production today, and
they're all good. The only thing missing was, I don't think that the cell phone came in late. Other than that, everything's kind of still relevant.
That episode with the answering machine wouldn't make any sense.
The answering machine, right? That's
That's
a big
it.
one.
It's the only one I can think of.
Yeah, I don't think there was much, or if any, there was no internet usage, really. I think there was a couple episodes where like Elaine had a cell phone, but that was it. Nobody else. I don't think the cell phone walk and talk.
Yeah,
I think that was the finale too.
that's right. The cell phone face off, or the phone call face off, wasn't that
Yeah.
towards the end?
She lost the phone call face off. See now, first she lost the phone call face off. Now you didn't get a call her on the jet.
On the cell phone. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
I think that was the only cell phone thing that they did.
Isn't that weird that the greatest show of all time basically happened before the internet?
Yeah, it's weird, but it all still holds up. I can't think of anything outdated except for
Robin says library cop, but there's still libraries. I mean, we don't use them like we did then.
I don't know if there's library cops.
But the premise of that you took a book out and it's so long overdue could still apply.
That could still apply, yeah.
Because you would have taken that book out 20, 30 years ago.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, there's a couple of references that were timely, but other than that, like the OJ references and Julian, they did a couple of things with the mayors. Other than that, it's all still good.
I can't believe how many people are on your side with this cinnamon raisin cream.
Thank you. Sharon loves ice cream.
I'm shocked.
Do you not like cinnamon raisin, or is it the cream cheese that's throwing you off?
No, it's not that I don't like it. I just feel like as far as bagel orders, bagel sandwiches, whatever you want to call it, I wouldn't think that would even make the top 30.
Well, I wouldn't put anything else. Like I wouldn't make a sandwich out of it, but I would put cream cheese. I would put butter on them. But
but I'm saying, like, I think if you went to the bagel store and you said, okay, as far as what people are ordering, give me the top 30 orders, whether it's egg bagel with butter or cinnamon,
I'm sure the top ones are, sesame, poppy, and plain and everything. Those are probably the top ones. In whichever combination you want, butter, cream cheese, toasted, not toasted.
Right. So, okay. Forget toasted, but just butter and cream cheese. Those four you just named, that's 8 spots right there.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm picking the most popular thing, but it's the best thing. It's the one I like. It's my favorite one. I grew up with cinnamon raisin bagels. Whenever I went to my aunt's house, every weekend she had a big basket in the middle of the kitchen table with bagels. I used to buy them every weekend. That I used to go over there, and the cinnamon raisin was always left for me. It was great.
Misfit Madness, cinnamon raisin with cream cheese every time. Now I think people are just
boom. Have you tried it and not liked it, or you don't want to try it because it's raisin?
No. I've had it.
All right.
It's okay. Again, I would choose 19 other things before I got to let me get a cinnamon raisin with cream cheese.
You get that every now and then. You get that delightful little piece of raisin in there, but it's nice and sweet. It's like a little jelly in there. It's not like a raisin. It's not like Raisin Bran raisins or
it's like a booger. It's
not like a booger.
Booger consistency.
It's not like a booger. You're like a booger.
It's a bagel's booger when you get a cinnamon raisin with cream cheese.
Stop it.
It's prune's little cousin.
Maybe. Not big on prunes.
The answer is always cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Nice. What's in this? The answer inevitably comes back. Cinnamon. Another babka?
Yeah.
There's a difference. Raisins, they're different when you get like a handful of raisins or something. But in a bagel, they've got, I guess, because they're baked, they're cooked, they're fried, whatever the hell you make a bagel, they're a little mushier and they're not like this hard.
Did you say they're baked, they're cooked, they're fried?
I don't know. What do you do to a bagel? You fry them, right? They throw a drop in them.
No.
What do you do to a bagel?
You boil them. You boil them and you bake them. They're not fried.
Right, you bake them. Donuts get fried.
They're boiled first and then they're baked.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how to make a bagel. But the cooking process does something to the raisins. It like melts them a little bit, and it's a nice sweet little treat. I like them.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I like a raisin. I'll do a Raisin Bran cereal.
I'm in with that too. I love Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran Crunch is good too. Do you have that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
And that's when you're like, I want to be healthy. Fuck it. That's what that is.
Yeah. I mean, it's Raisin Bran. What do you want?
Well, it's a sugar coating.
I know.
It's a non-varnish.
It ain't total.
All right. I think we're out of topics, Frank. You see? Do we have anything else?
I think we've peaked here.
Did
we hit them all? Did we get all the topics?
We skipped the FBI office attack. Who cares? I mean,
the guy motivated by this whole raid thing attacked the FBI office. He was gunned down,
and now he's fucking dead.
And now he's dead.
I think he was at January 6th and just was like, he's on Truth Social, like, yeah, I'm ready to die for the cause. Every time Trump tweet.
What was he hoping to accomplish?
I'm taking it too seriously. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're just taking it too fucking seriously.
I mean, even like, I can't imagine what his plan would have been. Like, I'm going to get to the FBI office. I can't imagine him thinking he's going to come out of there alive, doing what he was planning. He went in there with a gun, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how you expect to come out of that. I don't get
Somebody
it.
I used to work with, they were they go like, oh, did you watch the Woodstock documentary? They made another Woodstock. It was just a couple of months ago. I don't know where I saw it, but there was a Woodstock documentary.
They should have called Woodstockumentary.
That's right. Good. Nice.
Just say.
Now it's on Netflix, and everybody's like freaking out over the Woodstock document. Woodstock '99. We're talking about. And
what's the revelation here? What do we learn?
Well, because it was just poorly planned. There wasn't enough security. A lot of rapes and shit like that happened in the crowd. Then they burnt the whole fucking thing down. Remember at the end, they handed out. I didn't know this. They handed out candles for like a vigil or some shit.
Oh,
everybody used it to burn the fucking whole thing down.
Yeah, that's poor planning.
Guy I used to work with goes, "Let me ask you a question." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, what do you think the percentage is of the people that were at Woodstock 99 that were also at the Capitol on January 6th? I'm like, fuck, a lot.
It's a good question.
That's a big percentage.
That's a solid question.
Because now the rap is like all the angry white. It was just so what they're saying about Woodstock 99 now is it was nothing but angry white kid bands at the thing, which is not entirely incorrect. Korn, Limp Bizkit, Kid Rock,
wasn't like Alanis Morissette and shit. I mean,
well, there was literally like 3 female performers the entire weekend. It's like 75 acts, and 3 of them were female. They're not wrong in some of these assumptions, but that was the music of the time.
That was the 90s. That's what was being played.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was.
I'm looking it up because Woodstock 99 lineup.
It was not good. It was not, because I saw the first documentary on it, and it was like they hired all these guys who had zero.
They had they had some. Yeah, all right. Kid Rock, DMX, Korn, Bush, Jewel, Counting Crows, Jamiroquai, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Alanis Morissette, Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, before you keep going, Alanis Morissette, Jewel, and I think Sarah McLachlan might have been the only 3 female performers.
Sheryl Crow,
Jewel.
Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette. That's the 3. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, Dave Matthews was there.
Elvis Costello.
Mm-hmm.
Guster, Rusted Root, Collective Soul, Everlast. James Brown, apparently. Los Lobos. Then you got, like Rage Against the Machine, Limp Bizkit, Korn, DMX. But there's nothing, maybe...
Did Metallica play 99?
I thought they did. I don't think this is the full lineup. Yeah, Metallica was there. Creed. Yeah, there was a lot. But I mean, that was the music. It wasn't. Maybe like a handful of them was, angry, crazy music, but not all of them.
The Rusted Roots.
Foo Fighters.
Fucking angry.
Oh, they were meant to play, but pulled out. Foo Fighters were not there. Yeah, you got George Clinton.
I watched the trailer, and there was a guy that was like, "I warned them not to book all these bands, man." I looked at this guy, and I'm like, "No, you didn't. You never fucking said that ever."
I mean, you got Insane Clown Posse, Buck Cherry, Moby, Sherry Jackson. I'm not sure who that is. Bijou Phillips. There's a lot of different bands, all different stages. I mean, you name a band from the '90s, they were there.
They were there.
Besides, what's it called? The one I named that was the Foo Fighters.
Well, but the problem is those guys didn't know how to fucking handle crowds like that. Like Limp Bizkit, they were like break shit and all that jazz.
Yeah,
like, what do you think is going to happen? But the major thing was they hired security. They go, who wants to do security? And so all these people just showed up and they were like, great, you're security, because they had to guarantee X amount of security guards. And you know what happened? They fucking gave these guys yellow shirts. They walked in as security guards with their yellow shirts. They fucking took their shirts off and went.
Yeah, partied. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. And they got
that was
paid
a free
to
entry.
Yep. Yeah. It's like when you cheapen out and don't hire a real security company, what the fuck you think is going to happen?
Yeah,
you know?
not a good plan.
Oceanic, keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel. That's good advice. I got my one hand. Tuck the other one in.
How you shifting? You got to remove that hand.
I don't understand people that buy manual shift cars. I don't know who these people are.
What's the point?
What's the point in exactly?
You could drive stick. Great. You don't have to.
You might as well just get in a fucking horse and buggy and be like the rest of the Amish people out there, because I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
You just get on one of those bikes with the one giant wheel. That's what you're looking for.
All right. Thanks, Oceani, for that super chat. I appreciate that. It's a good way.
She got big old titties.
Sorry. Hit the wrong one.
Okay.
That's my gal, Balin. I haven't played any of these since we put them on the thing.
That's true.
Balin has Tourette's and she's on Instagram. I'm sure she's on Instagram, but I follow her on TikTok. Almost 1 million followers now.
Yeah, she's bringing a spotlight to the people who have Tourette's. You know how she shows how people with Tourette's live their everyday lives and how they
live. Yeah, and they get to. She answers a lot of questions, and she's just good-hearted, adorable, funny, and she has all her little. Like these are all her little things.
Her little
Mom's
Tourette's.
a dumb bitch.
Yeah, she has these things that she says that she can't help.
Fuck you, Hunter.
Fuck you, Hunter.
There you go.
Here's the thing. Even though, it's something that she can't control, I still feel like she's saying all the things that a lot of us want to say.
Yeah.
At times,
Sure. I'm down with that.
Yeah. I want a shirt that says wind it up. If she fucking, because now I watch her videos and I
think she has merch?
I would love it if she did. I wish she gets merch, because I like I said, I walk around the house after I watch one of her videos and I start saying the things that she says.
Get the merch. Why not?
I'm gonna look right now. Let's see if she's got merch. I will fucking buy a Balin Dupree shirt.
She's good.
She did she comes on the thing. She's got like 875,000 followers. She comes on a thing and she goes, my brother's in like a little league thing. She's like, do you guys want to donate? And I was like, I'm gonna fucking donate to your brother's little league.
Did you donate?
I swear to God, I opened up the thing to donate. I got distracted by my kid, forgot about it, thought about it like 3 days later, and it was already over.
Bull.
Okay, look at this. She does have merch. I'm gonna fucking buy a Wind It Up shirt from Balin.
It says Wind It Up?
Yep.
That's awesome. Is her merch better than our merch?
Yes. I don't even look at it yet, but yes.
All right.
Yeah, look, Wind It Up hoodie. $70.
Boom.
Jesus.
$40 t-shirt. Is any of this going to some kind of thing?
Jesus, Balin Dupree. My goodness. Mary Joseph. Hold on. Before I pass full comment, let me check. Ours are $47. That's much more reasonable. Wind it up, more like mark it up, Balin. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it looks like, there's Tourette stuff. Is some of it going towards charity here?
Oh, fuck, that would be nice. That's something nice that she would do. Get the word out about the importance of awareness for Tourette syndrome with Balin's distinctive Tourette syndrome awareness clothing line, featuring the teal awareness ribbon. What if I don't want to wear the ribbon?
Who doesn't want to wear the ribbon?
It means to show support for Tourette's. I don't know if everything goes for it. I want to fuck you, Hunter sweatshirt, but everybody's gonna misinterpret that.
I don't think she would put that on her shirt. Maybe she would. I don't know.
One time she was having a tick while she was doing a video, and she goes, fuck Cole Caulfield. And I almost spit out what I was drinking. I thought it was so fun. Cole Caulfield, for people who don't know, nor should you, is like a third line forward for the Montreal Canadiens. It's such a random fucking thing. She's like, fuck you, Cole Caulfield.
I wonder if he's seen it.
I know. I wonder if he's. I go into the comments. I'm like, is anybody tagging Cole Caulfield's TikTok on this?
You imagine if out of nowhere it's fuck you, Anthony, on there.
I would. If she said we became a tick, I would fucking love it. I'm gonna buy one of these fucking sweatshirts, Frank. I'm not kidding you.
Get one of the sweatshirts.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't love the design. It's not that creative of a design.
Is there? Can you see the back? What's on the back? Oh, you got the Tourette's ribbon.
It's not great. This could be better.
Yeah, it's still it's understated. It's subtle.
What do you think? The gray's not bad, actually.
I like the maroon one is good, and the blue is nice.
Oh, the blue does look nice. That blue would bring out my eyes, although it does clash with that green a little bit.
There's another blue.
Baby blue.
Bad. Yeah, it's a lot of options.
All right, I think I'm gonna go gray.
Go gray, baby.
All right, I'm gonna order this now, and I'm gonna wear it on the.
We have our own merchandise too. Hey, look,
Yeah.
a mug.
I'm gonna put her. That is a nice mug. I will say that is a nice mug. Credit Miss Justice for doing better than the host of the show.
Yeah, we're promoting someone else's merchandise.
Yeah, I just like her. Don't you have that like person on? I don't really have any internet people that I like really enjoy. I enjoy her.
Yeah, no, if you like it, you support it. That's the way it goes. That's nice. That's how everybody stays out and there and doing what they're doing. You support them. That's the point.
Every now and then she'll do like a video where she talks about somebody who's mean to her, and it drives me crazy. Like she did one, there's
people that are mean to her because of.
Yeah, but I think she knows there's a comedic element to her because her timing is outstanding. She did this one video because you could do like 3-minute videos, and she just ticks through the whole video, and she's just saying she's doing all her things.
She got big old titties.
Like that's one of her texts. She's ticking all the way through. She's like, for the woman at Carter's or wherever the place was, and then she just ticks for 2.5 minutes, and she goes, "I have Tourette's. Thank you." And then sends the video.
That's great. Jack me off with a good question. Will she do the AOA podcast? We should reach out.
I will ask. I honestly think she's too big for us at this point.
Yeah, well, one day.
Yeah. She's got her own merch. I don't think we can get people that are that big.
We've got merch.
Although literally everybody else I've asked on TikTok if they want to come on, they go, yeah. And then is that gaslighting? And then I just don't answer them for the next 3 months.
Oh, it's just laziness.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like, you just go, you want to go on the show? And they go, oh, that'd be fun. And then
you forget about it.
4 months later, they go, are we doing this? And then just don't.
And you go, who's Uncle Leo?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go order this, Frank. I got things to do.
Yep. Do your thing, man.
She got big old titties.
Love it.
All right.
Stuff.
That's it for us. Go check out Baylin Dupree. Baylen Dupree on the TikTok. She's good.
Spreading awareness about Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah. You feel for her too. Obviously, she's young.
Oh, absolutely. It's a struggle. It's not easy, I'm sure.
She handles it really well.
She really does.
Yeah. Like if that were me, I'd be crying in the corner every day by myself. She's like, I know, I'll start a revolution.
Love it. Bringing awareness and starting the whole thing with it. It's great.
Good for Baylin Dupree. We do have merch. If you don't want to buy Baylin Dupree stuff, you can head over to shopanthonyonair.com. Get you a mug like Frank is showing off there. We've got all
shirts and
look at the coats gear. Look at the coats gear. How nice.
Yeah, you get your own coat rack. You can hang whatever you want on it. Well, it's not a coat rack, but it's a shirt.
I see what you did there. All right, that's it for us. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Show me potato salad.
Maybe we should go now.
Go ahead.